1967. Mention that year to a certain sect of hockey fans, and a gluttony of emotions will come pouring out. Disappointment, anger, embarrassment, agony, bewilderment. You don't have to remind fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs how long it's been since the club captured the Stanley Cup. And yet, despite the seemingly never-ending cycle of heartbreak, there remains hope. Somehow, always hope. The last 20-plus years of postseason hockey in Toronto have offered plenty of hope, but little in the way of results. Just more heartbreak, more disappointment, anger, embarrassment, agony, bewilderment. There is always hope and heartbreak in Toronto. Between the years of 1993 and 2004, the Maple Leafs qualified for the playoffs in 10 out of 12 seasons, reaching 4 conference championships in the process, but nothing further. Instead, heartbreak at each turn, particularly in 1993. Gilmore, Gretzky, Frazier. Enough said. 2004's playoff run was ended by Jeremy Roenick and the Flyers, and from there, things got worse. A lot worse. The Leafs would go on to miss the postseason in 7 consecutive seasons, cycling through 3 head coaches in the process. It was like an 18-wheeler going right off a cliff. But it's always darkest before dawn, and the sun was about to rise on Leaf Nation in the form of Austin Matthews, the first overall selection in the 2016 NHL entry draft. Matthews joined a core group of youngsters that included Mitch Marner and William Nylander. The new-look Maple Leafs even qualified for the playoffs in Matthews' first season, falling to the President's Trophy-winning Washington Capitals in 6 games. But it was a start, far less heartbreak than usual, far less heartache. Instead, a plethora of hope and excitement. The next season, Toronto set a franchise record for points with 105, but again, ran into a familiar foe, losing to the Boston Bruins in the opening round, which included an embarrassing 5-1 loss in Game 7, once again sending the Leafs home early. Next season, out goes Mike Babcock, in comes Sheldon Keefe. The young Calder Cup winning head coach would be the spark that Toronto needs to carry the club past the opening round. And yet, when the 2020 postseason finally came around, the Maple Leafs couldn't even make it to the opening round, instead bowing out to the Columbus Blue Jackets in the qualifying round. Disappointment, anger, embarrassment, agony, bewilderment. And yet, there remains hope. The Maple Leafs went out and made enough changes to their roster to lift them to a division championship in 2021, their first division championship in 21 years, with Austin Matthews putting on a goal-scoring clinic in the process, with Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander, Hyman, Simmons, Thornton, Spezza, Riley, Brody, Campbell. The list of good to great players on the 2021 edition of the Maple Leafs, it goes on. This team, fans will tell you, is for real. And so, there is hope. Hope that the disappointment will end. Hope that the anger will end. Hope that the embarrassment will end. Hope that the agony will end. Hope that the Toronto Maple Leafs can break a 50-plus year cycle of heartbreak. But maybe, just maybe, this year is different. Maybe this year, the heartbreak ends.